Hey guys, and welcome to the Techie and Talon show presents our special E3 special.
E3 2021 to be exact, not 2020 because that didn't exist, which is still a sad story. But we've got 2021 E3 that just happened. I stayed up probably many late nights, and I'm going to be consuming a lot of this coffee on this stream because, my God, it was a long friggin' it felt like a really long E3, didn't it, Techie?
It really has. I mean, it's still going as far as I'm aware.
No, I was just reading the news article that just said that it's over now, that it's completed, it's finished.
I thought there was one coming on the 22nd or something like that.
No, not as far as I'm aware. With the news article that I've been reading about, the one that I sent you before, they're finished. It's completed. E3 is done for this year.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought there was a certain schedule.
Don't quote us on that one. We might be wrong, but just from what I've read,
June 16th to June 22nd.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll double check. But dude, this E3 was a lot. There was a lot here. Some good, some highs and some lows. It was kind of a bit of a mix one. I honestly think the highlight of E3 was really Xbox. I think they really won this one.
No, I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, as I told you, I'm getting rid of this hat. It's not fucking doing it.
The hat's not working.
It's not fucking working. It's bugging me. No, look, I have to say, I agree with you that Xbox, I think, has won this, even bigger than Nintendo.
By far. Absolutely.
We'll get into Nintendo stuff, but I will say I feel like it was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, actually, you know what? How about we start off with the article I sent you? How about we start up with Nintendo, because
I
really need to, man. Like, I stayed up so late to watch this Direct, and I went through the whole Direct from the start to the end because I wanted to. So this is coming from an article written on radiotimes.com. This is the official E3 2021 recap for Tuesday, the 15th of June. We have talked about the previous E3 live streams. This is our continuation of that. So first and foremost,
so if you haven't watched it, that was our last Sunday show. So our regular show on Sunday. So it would be episode 14.
And if you're curious about listening to those episodes, they're on our Spotify right now. You can go listen to them. Also on our YouTube channel, on our Twitch, on our Facebook page. You can go listen to them back. There we go. There's Techie with our lovely advertisements. Oh, yeah. Look at them. Look at those bright colors. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. So first and foremost, I honestly think for me, Nintendo, I actually liked Nintendo. They had some good bangers. Like, for instance,
I liked it. It was a bit of a letdown with all the hype that was surrounding.
Yeah, there was so much hype surrounding it,
and teasers that they were. Shit, I just fucked up my camera. The teasers that they were kind of hinting at with some Facebook posts, and some of that we didn't even get.
But the thing is, we did get some good ones. Like, for instance, Kazuya. He's coming to Smash. A Tekken character is coming to Smash. And I love the trailer for it. How he's just beating every single one of them and just tossing them off the cliff. My favorite part, though, is when he tries to do it to Kirby and Kirby just floats back up and just walks back away. I'm like, you can't defeat Kirby. You cannot defeat Kirby. Kirby is a god.
Now, I do have to say, and I'm pretty much saying the exact same thing here as Wood from Beat 'em Ups did. Yeah. But we knew we were going to get some Zelda stuff into this.
Oh, hell yeah. Like,
right from the beginning, with that announcement with Tekken, they teased it. They teased that it was a new Zelda thing coming right at the beginning, right at the bat, because, who is he carrying?
He was carrying Link.
He wasn't carrying Link.
Was he carrying? I can't remember who he was carrying. Who was he carrying?
Starts with G, main bad guy.
Oh, Ganondorf.
Yeah, Ganondorf. Yeah,
he's carrying
him. Yeah.
No, we still don't know. We will get to that because I bear in mind, I do apologize. I'm probably gonna freak out on this stream because I flipped out when I saw it, and I still am flipping out. Okay, because we'll get to that. So, another thing as well that was in the Nintendo thing is Square Enix's Guardians of the Galaxy game will launch on Nintendo Switch. So it's actually launching on the Switch. I didn't know
that.
You didn't know about that. Yeah, Square Enix's Guardians of the Galaxy game will launch on the Nintendo Switch. I still don't know how I feel about the Guardians game. I've talked with a good friend of mine, and it just feels like I just feel like Square Enix is going to hopefully, and I'm praying that they don't mess this up, but I'm still concerned that they are going to mess this up because the Avengers game they did, it felt flat. It just didn't feel like it. But they did say that this is going to be a single-player game. That it's not going to be a multiplayer online looter fight or looter shoot or whatever.
Yeah.
I just hope that they don't mess this up. But I'm going to be a little iffy on Guardians of the Galaxy because I purposely love the comic book version of Star-Lord. I always have. I love the blue suit. I love his helmet because it actually is a helmet that protects him compared to the other one that he uses in the MCU. Don't get me wrong, I love the MCU one, but this one, I love the full look for it. It looks fucking crazy. It looks really cool. I highly recommend people to go check out the comic book costume for Star-Lord. Also, for the Guardians in general, in the comics, they're not dumbasses. They're actually freaking smart, especially Groot. He's literally called an intelligent being, but MCU is different compared to the comic book version, but I won't get into that.
I will say, though, Groot looked fantastic, though. In that
Groot looked really good. The rest of the cast look great. They really do. Mantis looks really good. Like, the whole thing looks really cool. I just hope it's good. Like, I really want it to be good. But next thing is we got Metro Dread trailer. This is a new 2D Metro game. So, of course, Metroid Prime 4 is still coming. That is still happening. They did set it in the stream. But this is a new one, and it's very different. It feels like a horror game. It felt like a horror game to me when I was watching. I was like, this is really good. Like, I've played Metroid, a bit of Metroid. Not the 2D version, more the 3D version. But I know a lot of people really love the 2D version of Metroid. And I think this would be a good thing for fans to come back to.
We still I was so gutted that we still have not got anything for Metroid Prime 4.
But they did say it is in development, that they're still developing
it. It
must
it's
be huge.
In development for the last 4 years, they've been saying
I know, but they're still acknowledging it, meaning it's still happening. If they didn't say anything, then I would be concerned. But they're saying stuff about it, meaning it's still happening.
In saying that, though, I do think maybe it's had a bit of a back burner with Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, yeah. Because I think Breath of the Wild 2 is probably...
Spoiler for the announcement. But
it's already been announced, so it's not really a spoiler, but we'll get to that. We'll say that that's the last one.
Yeah, I reckon as soon as that's out, we'll get probably Metroid Prime 4.
This next one made me laugh. Worms Rumble.
Have you played it yet?
I have not played it yet, but I played the original on the PlayStation 1 decades ago. I played Worms
Rumble is actually an online game.
Yeah, I know. I've heard some people play about it, saying it's actually a lot of fun.
Think of it like Splatoon or Fortnite, but Worms.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's actually cool. I love Worms. I used to play the original on the PlayStation 1 back in the day in my auntie's house. I used to play it all the time with my uncle. It was amazing. It was a really fun little game. It's actually cool.
It's still around today.
A lot of people really loved it, man. And it shows that people want it portable. And I think it's a good idea to have it portable. That way you can go meet up with friends and play a couple of rounds of Worms. Why the hell not?
Yeah, exactly.
That's coming to Switch 23rd of June this year.
We got our post-launch additional content confirmed for Mario Super Golf.
Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that it's not your regular type of golf game. You actually can just cause chaos on the golf field. It feels like they took type of aspects of when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you just cause like a police shootout on the fucking golf field. You just shoot at golfers. I'm like, my God, that's what made this amazing. And I can't. I'm actually keen to play it. I'm not kidding. I actually want to play it.
Yeah, I think I might pick it up.
I actually think I might pick it up.
I still haven't picked up Paper Mario yet, though. So,
is that Paper Mario: The Origami King?
Yeah, I haven't picked it up.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about that. I played the original actually on the GameCube.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah,
long time ago, and I loved it. It's such a cool little aspect. Yeah. It's RPG Mario, and there was an RPG Mario back in the day.
Oh yeah,
they did do a role playing game version of Mario, and this just feels like a continuation of it, but it's in paper. Another one is we've got Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 12th of November this year. I've never heard of I've never heard of this game before. Have you heard of this one before?
No, I have not.
No, I'm going to look this up, do a little more research. So it's that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming exclusively to the Switch. It's a remaster, actually. So the game... So what is it? So it's actually... The game will let you negotiate with demons and try to convince them to join your team. You can also fuse demons into bigger, more powerful beings. Take a look at the trailer for more. That actually sounds really cool. Yeah, I saw the trailer for this. You literally you are a demon slayer, but the cool thing is you can negotiate with demons to join forces with you and fight other demons, and you can fuse them together. It's like Pokemon, but with demonic beings.
We got... I don't know how
I feel about it. Yeah, I know this one.
No, not that one. Not that one. I'm looking at another one because I just noticed there's some announcements that aren't on that list. But you know how we got Mario Party, I think, early this year or late last year?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And it came out with only 5 maps. And then we got some DLC for it. They expanded it a bit. But now we're getting, they announced Mario Party Superstars. Now, as Wood, again, I'm going to quote Wood from Beat 'em Ups a lot because I watch his channel all the time.
Beat 'em Ups is good.
Especially when it comes to Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
But as he said, he got so excited when he saw this because he's like, oh, sweet, we're getting more DLC for Mario Party. That's awesome. No, it's another fucking game and you only get 5 maps again.
I feel like Nintendo just... Like, I remember watching the reveal for it, and I know that they got really excited when, oh yeah, the classic Nintendo 64 stuff. I'm like, yeah, but the original game had more freaking maps than this. Yeah,
and that's why I was like, that's why he was like, and me, that we're like, oh cool, we're gonna get more DLC for Mario Party because it needed more. It needed more work, and we're not. It's coming out on the 29th of October.
I swear Nintendo does this. They'll release a Mario Party game, get all excited for it and everything, and they'll hype it up, give you like one DLC for it, and then basically just when it comes to another game, they just drop it and be like, "Oh, we're moving on now. Sorry." Yeah. People really. I need to shut my window. That was my brother-in-law's car. My apologies, everybody. Goodness gracious, I forget he does that when he comes in. But no, anyway,
we're getting the original Advanced War games. I've also got a remaster.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
So people that know, it was the original games were on the Game Boy Advance.
God,
what did you think of the new art style for it, though?
For what was that game was again? Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Advance Wars 1 and 2.
I didn't mind it. It looked okay. I'm not really familiar with the franchise, actually, because I never owned a Game Boy Advance when I was younger. Again, really? I actually grew up playing a lot of original PlayStation, and I had a PlayStation 2 for a long time. I never actually had a Game Boy Advance.
Oh, dude.
I know. I'm missing it. I know. But no, I really need to get into more of the Nintendo exclusives. I have a Switch now, so I can do it. It's just that there are so many great games that I just want to play, and I like to do a game at a time. Like I'm going back at the moment playing Uncharted again, and it's been great. It's been great, and I lead up to a new cosplay that I'm working on, which. Yeah. But no. Honestly, I have to look more into Advanced War.
Yeah. Look, I didn't like the new art style for it. To me, it looked like it was a mobile game. And so
some of the games in this presentation felt like they were mobile games. I'm not even going to lie, and I'm going to talk about it in the next one. We're getting a new WarioWare game, and I do not like it. It looks terrible. Poor freaking Wario. It looks lame. It just doesn't feel right. It's called WarioWare Get It Together. It's real for the first time, and it will include multiplayer. Why doesn't Wario get his own freaking game? Like, Wario is such a great character. I feel like Nintendo is just like, Mario gets all of the press because it's Mario. Wario, on the other hand, you get nothing. All you get is a shitty little freaking mini game with multiplayer. I understand a lot of people are fans of this game, but I didn't like the look of it. I felt it was just rushed. It looked terrible. It looked like a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, it did.
Ironically. So, honestly, not a big fan of it.
What did you think of Dragon Ball Kakarot?
Dragon Ball Kakarot was actually really good.
Yeah, I've only ever owned one Dragon Ball game, and that was on the Advance. But I haven't got any of the new ones. But yeah,
just piqued my interest. Just give me a second, Techie. I just got a bit of a thing there. I'll be back in just a moment. If you could just mute me for a second, that'd be awesome.
Yep. All right. So I'll go through with a little bit more. So with Dragon Ball Kakarot, pretty much it's putting you in the shoes of Goku. It's an RPG. It's out on Nintendo Switch on September 24th this year. But as I was saying, I feel like I have never played
everybody. Just I have family here, and this happens. You'll have to understand. But thank you, Techie, for doing all the fun little stuff for me, because I don't have those powers.
So good. No, I was just saying, I haven't collected any of the new Dragon Ball games.
It honestly looks really good.
This has really piqued my interest, so I feel like I might pick it up, especially because it's on the Switch.
I
can take it wherever I go.
Ironically, when I was in high school, there was this like Dragon Ball Z like type of game I played on the PC at my school. It wasn't an official licensed one, but you could literally just make your own type of Dragon Ball Z characters and have all their powers. And we used to play it a lot. It was a lot of fun. I cannot remember what it was a long time ago, back when I was in high school. But no, dude, this piqued my interest because it looked really cool. It tells us it's literally a game that's retelling the events of Dragon Ball Z, Super, and all of them, really.
Yeah.
You see Goku become the Super Saiyan, fighting Frieza, fighting Cell, Majin Buu. You see him become the god, and he literally takes on Beerus as well. It looked really cool, like a game version of telling Dragon Ball, but it's just Dragon Ball and Kakarot. I really think it's going to work out well, honestly. But of course,
I think it will too. Monster Hunter Stories 2 turned up as well.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Monster Hunter is it looks different compared to the main one. Looked a little bit more compact. I don't know how I feel about it because I really love Monster Hunter World. It looks really like it pales in comparison to Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World looks glorious. It looks like you could just explore that world for days on even, and it just looked a little bit more. This one kind of feels like just a story-based one, which I'm fine for. Monster Hunter World needs more story-based games, but some people really love, the story, but also they really love the technicality of, okay, I've got to get all these tools, I've got to look after myself, I've got to learn, I've got to experience this. So much more you got to do with the Monster Hunter game. So I honestly don't know how I feel about it, but if fans really like this story, then props to them. But this is the one we want to get to.
Oh, hang on. No, we've still got quite a few. Like Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1 is hitting the Switch.
Yeah, shit. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, it's coming to Switch. The graphics look a little pale in comparison to like powerhouse consoles like Xbox or like PlayStation. But you know what? I'm actually glad that they're putting Doom on the Switch. Because
me too.
Can actually play Doom. They can play The Ancient Gods Part 1. It's only Part 1, though. They haven't put Part 2 there yet, which I'm a little concerned by, but also probably understand. They're probably still working on Part 2 to get it all calibrated for the Switch because of just how much Part 1 and Part 2 of this DLC for Doom actually has. Like, this is like the first time that they've actually ever had DLC for a Doom game. They had like another game for Doom 3, but that was decades ago, and that was done by I think it was done by Bethesda or another company who did the horror version of Doom, which I'm not a fan of. I like this Doom, where you literally are the Doom Slayer and you are just slaying demons left, right, and center. And I freaking love Doom. Doom is such a pulse-pounding game that just gets your freaking blood pumping, and it's really good. But what else we got?
While we're on the topic of horror type stuff, Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater is jumping from Wii U to Switch as well.
Oh god, it looks freaking terrifying. It actually does.
I haven't played the original.
I've played the original. I have. Oh my god. Do not play this game late at night. It is nothing like any other horror game I've ever played. This is not like you've got a gun, but you're inside a mansion. It's not Resident Evil, Hell's Open, Silent Hill. You literally have to face ghosts and use a camera to fight them. You have to go face to face with them. And I mean that literally. It is... I get goosebumps talking about it, man, because it is a very scary game. Like, the only weapon you have is the camera obscura, and that's the only way you can fight these ghosts. And just some of the mechanics and some of the spooks, because these ghosts literally just pop out of nowhere, and there's some of them you can't even use the camera on because they're that powerful and they can kill you really quickly. It is very unnerving. It's like there was another game I played a long time ago on PlayStation 2. It's like Forbidden Siren. You ever heard of Forbidden Siren? Yes, the original on PS2. That is a game that when I was a child, I played the demo of. There is a part where you have to go into the school and you have to sneak out. I refused to leave the classroom. I was that terrified. I would not leave because the darkness, just the feeling of there's these, they call the Shinigami, that stands for the living dead, and you couldn't kill them. Well, you could, but then they would just get up again and just come after you again. Still thinking about it gives me freaking chills because it is a very pulse-pounding game. It just, But no, Fatal Frame's good. I'm very glad that it actually is coming to the Switch. Gets to be, people who love horror, who love Japanese horror, can experience this beautiful piece of art. It is a beautiful game. It is terrifying, but it is beautiful in that way. It really shows Japanese horror, because I've said this before. I don't know if I've said this before, but of every single horror genre, Japanese horror is probably the most terrifying because of some of their folklore.
Yeah.
And this is based on folklore. This game is actually based on folklore. Like a whole cursed village is based on folklore. Yeah. That's what makes it even terrifying.
Yeah. We've got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 hitting Nintendo Switch in August as well.
I really love that. I love Pro Skater.
Do I buy it for a third time?
I would probably buy it for a second time. I bought it for the PS4. I loved every single second of it. It was amazing. Then, of course, I traded it back in because I didn't want to play it anymore. But if I get it on Switch, I'll probably just buy it off the Switch store. The Switch store is great. It actually is better than the PlayStation store.
Oh yeah, I love the eShop. I love
because you can because when you buy games, you get coins for discounts. Yeah, PSN doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't.
No. But I feel like Pro Skater is starting to make a comeback because
we mentioned the other week that there are rumors about a new Pro Skater coming.
Pro Skater 6. We talked about that because they really need to because. While Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake, a lot of people loved it. Pro Skater 5 was like the bottom of the barrel, was a dumpster fire. And I think if they take the hints from what they did with Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake and put it into Pro Skater 6, I think it'll work. And what they need to do is get rid of the timers and just go back to that open world thing and a story like they did with Underground. That was really good. It was a great story in Underground.
I have to agree. So we've got Strange Brigade makes the jump to Nintendo Switch as well. We've got a launch trailer for that.
Yeah, Strange Brigade. What is that one exactly?
Pretty much on press start, it says here, think Left 4 Dead mixed with Indiana Jones. Oh. It's out on Nintendo Switch later today, so it's actually available now on the Switch store.
I'll have to check my Switch. Check that out. That sounds actually really cool.
We've got another look at Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
It actually looks pretty damn good, even though I detest the rabbits because I'm a huge Rayman fan. But it actually looks like a lot of fun. I haven't played the original. I think I might have to jump on that. But honestly, this looks really cool. I'm glad that Nintendo and Ubisoft are actually joining forces. That means that it opens the door for other companies to team up and actually integrate the characters into one game.
Yeah,
because actually, ironically. And it made me really happy. I was on Twitter today, and I saw something that was quite interesting. You know what's trending on Twitter right now at the moment? Well,
what's
probably
trending?
Been a couple of hours. Silent Hill is trending on Twitter. So Silent Hill, I think it's still trending on Twitter. I'm just going to go double check. Bear in mind how much of a Silent Hill fan I am. I love Silent Hill. It's still trending. 6,815 tweets. So this is coming from Jason Schreier. So seriously, most trusted source in all of gaming media. So there is possible hints that Blue Box Game Studios, these guys do so many remakes. They did the remakes for Uncharted. They also do remakes for Dark Souls and for their latest Demon Souls. So there are possible hints that Blue Box Game Studios is related to Kojima and Silent Hill. Now, I cannot think of another studio to do a remake of Silent Hill. Yeah. There's one game that has needed a remake for the longest time. Hell, I would love a remake of the original. The original is still a masterpiece of a game. 2 is, don't get me wrong, Silent Hill 2 is a masterpiece of a game, but Silent Hill 1 is still just as pulse-pounding. But we'll talk about that probably a little later.
Probably Sunday.
Probably talk about more on Sunday. And now I want to get to this.
We still have a couple more.
I hate your Techie. I want to talk about it so much.
I want to make sure everyone gets the news. So most of the Life is Strange games are coming to Nintendo Switch as well.
That's a great choice. I've never actually played Life is Strange, but now that it's coming to Switch, I might actually pick it up.
Yeah, me too. Life is Strange, Life is Strange Before the Storm, and Life is Strange True Colors will all be coming to Nintendo Switch before the end of the year. We've also got a look at Astria Ascending. It's a new turn-based RPG. So it was previously announced for other platforms, but it's coming to Switch on September 30th this year. We talked about it on Sunday, but 2 Point Campus is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, 2 Point Campus looks actually... I talked to my sister about it, and I showed her gameplay. It looks really cool. I actually kind of want to get it. It reminds me a lot of, as I said on Sunday, reminds me of Bullfrog's game Theme Hospital, which were another company that unfortunately and quite ironically EA shut down. But 2 Point Campus, I'm absolutely heavily interested. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. If it's coming to the Switch, that'd be good. Hopefully it's coming to console. Like I hope it comes to PS4 or even PC. Definitely.
I think it is. I think it's coming to all platforms. Now, I read a lot of people were a bit angry with some of this announcements because it was like teasing right at the beginning that it was a new Donkey Kong. Super Monkey Ball celebrates its 20th anniversary with a brand new game.
I was not happy about that. Now I nearly fell asleep during that announcement. I'm like, wait a minute, this Super Monkey Ball, what the hell is this? Why are we getting this? Where's Donkey Kong?
Yeah, exactly.
It looked terrible. I'm sorry. It looked kind of.
It looked very arcadey.
It looked very arcadey. I have played a bit of Super Monkey Ball, but it's not a really memorable game. I mean, for some people it might be, but that's just me.
Yeah. We got a look at Just Dance 2022. That's also coming to Nintendo Switch, and it's out on November 4th.
I don't know how you're going to do a Just Dance game. How do you do a Just Dance game on the Nintendo Switch Lite?
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to move it around like the old Wii U. Do you have to do it like that? Oh God, like just a giant tablet. Oh God, sorry.
Now we're still going to get to it. Just wait.
I'm getting nervous in my seat here.
All right. And then I don't know how you felt about it, but I got fucking pissed. So as soon as they went, and this is the last announcement for the for the stream, right? For the direct, and they did the click, and then we get fucking downloadable content for Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I really thought that was the last part of the stream, and if it would have been,
me too.
I was gonna fucking I was gonna like literally just snap and just turn my computer off and go to bed fucking angry.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't.
We got an announcement that you can, I think you can pre-order it now, especially for you guys. For us in Australia, we can pre-order now at EB Games. But to celebrate the series anniversary, we're getting a Zelda-themed Game & Watch.
Which I'm just like, wait a minute, are we in the 60s again when the first thing came out? We're getting it's a Game & Watch, but it's Legend of Zelda version. Watch it run out. Watching it sold out so quickly.
It's out on November 12th this year, but it's a little bit different to the Mario one because the Mario one we only got one game, but we've got 3 games built into this damn little
It's got
thing.
the original. It's got the Legend of Zelda, the original, and
it's got the first 2 Zelda games. It's got Link's Awakening and a special version of Vermin from the Game & Watch games.
Yeah, which I think is really cool, and it's just Link. It's not Mr. Game & Watch. It's just it's Link doing it, and I'm like,
yep.
I saw it. I'm like, that looks really cool. And also, my mind was thinking, this better not be the ending of the show. I'll kill someone if it is, because no. But no, it wasn't. We are finally here. We're
finally here. And we got our trailer for Breath of the Wild 2.
Ah! I was so happy. I literally was crying. Not that much, but oh my God, we finally got an announcement and they showed off gameplay. It looks so different. Link looks older, but in a good way. He's got longer hair. From what we saw of the trailer is he hasn't got his Sheikah Slate anymore. He has a Guardian arm.
So yeah, his arm gets turned into the Sheikah Slate pretty much.
Which I think is actually kind of cool. I do hope that from what we know of the main villain, we think it's Ganondorf. We honestly think it is. I mean, come on, I can't think of anyone. They've done Calamity Ganon. Why not bring back Ganondorf? Because I think that's such a great idea. But he looks like a corpse, which is interesting.
He does, hey.
But another cool thing about this is that it's not the Kingdom of Hyrule has now just expanded even more. We can go up into the skies just like in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
There are a lot of floating islands up there still. Because everyone just thought like, oh, Skyloft and everything just disappeared. No, they're still up there. There was no way to get them, but now I think we can actually get to them.
not only that, like there's a lot of different designs too in this as well.
I noticed a lot of that too. He's
got longer hair.
He's got longer hair, which I think is a good idea. He looks older too. He looks a lot more mature. From what I've seen of some fan art that a lot of people have done. But honestly, I'm all for it. I actually am all for an older Link. I really hope that this does well, and I really think it does. I was talking with a good friend of mine. She's a huge. They are a huge Legend of Zelda fan. They love Breath of the Wild, and I was talking to them about it, saying, you know what, this needs to be Game of the Year because I really think it has potential because of just how much hype that this game is getting. And here's the thing: it's not a Cyberpunk 2077 hype where they're talking about it every 10 minutes. This is a game that they are keeping so close to their chest and keeping it so hidden.
Well, it's also the first Zelda game to get a sequel.
It is the very first ever Zelda game to ever get a sequel. There's been no others to ever get a sequel besides the originals back in the day.
Yeah.
And even
I've just looked at about a trailer breakdown. So I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah, go for it. We've still got a bit more to talk about in the stream, but we'll try to do as much as we can. But we do have a time limit.
We do have a time limit.
We can't do a 2.5 hour show. Yeah, that scene. His arm gets turned into the Sheikah Slate. Though I think it might not be the Sheikah Slate. It might be something else. We don't know yet.
I don't know. It's mostly because I think I'll say here, but like the shot of Link falling with the style gives us our first real look at his new corrupted arm. Link's right arm appears to be infused with red goop from the trailer's opening section as we get just a glimpse of it infecting him. We get a better look at his arm's transformation later, shown above, but it looks like a cross between the Winter Soldier's robotic arm and the Sheikah technology from Breath of the Wild. This arm appears to be the source of Link's new powers.
Oh, wait, hang on. What if that the Ganon's corruption actually caused his arm to get infected and he actually has to get his arm cut off and that put on?
I don't know, because it kind of looks like he's got his arm and that's going around his arm.
I think, honestly, that his arm starts getting infected and it is killing him, but he gets that on there to actually stop it and actually protect his arm.
It could be.
It could be a new arm.
Because here it says, this arm appears to be the source of Link's new powers. As Link is climbing up a hill, we see a remix of Stasis from the original game. So a group of enemies sends a spiky ball Link's way, but he quickly reaches out with his corrupted hand, freezes the ball, then rewinds it back up the hill, taking out the bokoblins along the way.
Bokoblins, yeah.
Thank you. Notably, Link doesn't use the Sheikah Slate to stop time. In fact, we don't see the Sheikah Slate at all in this teaser.
We don't know yet. Like, there's so much we do not know about this game. Hell, we don't even know. We don't even know the story yet.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. We know that it is taking place in Hyrule, and like the skies of Hyrule are literally are access to you now. I don't know how the hell you're gonna get up there, but I'm sure there'll be ways, kind of like what they did with Skyward Sword. I honestly would love.
Well, this is kind of cool too. Like you kind of see it in the trailer too. Like toward the end of the trailer, we see a puddle of water reverse into a raindrop and fly into the sky.
Yeah, so there might be certain aspects in the map where you can kind of just go up into the sky. We did see like the Hyrule Castle start floating up into the air because of the corruption in the trailer. Now, I honestly think it is Ganondorf. We have said before, but again, we don't know. We've only going off this trailer, and there was only so much they revealed in this trailer, but they didn't give away everything. We don't know the plot yet. This is slated for a 2022 release. I honestly think we're going to get more either with the next Direct or later on towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I honestly think that. I think we'll get more towards the end of the year. All right, we've talked about it.
We might do, yeah.
Well, we talked about this a lot. Yeah, it comes out next year. So we're talking about this a lot. Let's move on. Of course, Bandai Namco shared a new interview about House of Ashes. This is the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology. This comes out 22nd of October, 2021. Have you seen this anthology from Bandai Namco about the Dark Pictures? It's actually pretty interesting. Not my cup of tea. There's been 3 of them so far. This is the latest one now, the House of Ashes.
Okay.
So next one we got is Eureka Studios revealed 8 new indie games to be published by the company with more details on the Eureka website. What a friggin' Aussie name, Eureka. So indie games were big at this convention. There were so many big indie games coming up. Eureka Studios, they look to be a Japanese-based company, Chinese-based company, sorry. So what do we got? They've got Tenjin Town. They got Tenjin Town. Hang on, give me a second. I'm just going back. So we got Tenjin Town, Alloy Restructuring, Ink Shadow, Reshaping Mars, Fantasy City, Neon Abyss, and I'm gonna butcher this. Zuanyuan Jingqui. Terribly sorry. I probably butchered it. But bunch of indie games. Looks pretty cool. GameSpot's Play for All showcase also highlighted a number of interesting indies. So there was a dead set. What do we got for them? Oh, it's going to show me it. No, I don't want to play a video. Thanks a lot, YouTube. I don't want to play a video on a stream. Then the E3 2021 awards shows closed the conference with Xbox winning Best Presentation and Forza Horizon 5 named the most anticipated game of the show.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I watched it. It looks glorious.
Oh, I agree, but I didn't think it would be the most anticipated one. I would have thought for sure Halo would have been the one.
Yeah, I know. I really thought that too, but everyone's really excited for Forza Horizon 5. And yeah, so next one we're going over to Capcom now. Developers of Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and many, many big name franchises through plenty of news.
Development has just started on DLC content for Resident Evil Village, with more details promised to be coming later. Resident Evil's latest multiplayer experience, Resident Evil Verse, will go live in July this year. It's free if you already have Resident Evil Village. We've already spoken about Monster Hunter stories.
Hunter Rise?
But Monster Hunter Rise is launching its Capcom collab event Quest on 18th of June this year, tying in with Wings of Ruin, so tying in with Monster Hunter Stories 2. And we got the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles gets a new gets a new features trailer ahead of its PS4, Switch, and Steam release on the 29th of July this year.
I've got friends of mine who are so obsessed with Ace Attorney, they've done majority of the costumes from them, and I know for a fact they're pretty excited for this. So what else we got? So Take-Two hosted a panel discussion on diversity in the gaming industry, but unfortunately they didn't reveal GTA 6. So no details on GTA 6 for this year. We've got another one, the Indie Showcase Freedom.
I don't think we'll be getting GTA 6 for a while.
Yeah, I don't think.
It's been rumors. There's been no talk. It's all just been rumors, because why would they do that when they've got new generation PS5 and Xbox X and Series X and Series S version of GTA 5 coming? Like, I didn't expect that to be there.
It might be out next year. We don't know. Probably not for another 2 years.
Yeah, but I feel like we probably would have got an announcement.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, what else we got? So there was the Indie Showcase, Freedom Games presentation, and the Mythical Games presentation, all spotlighted upcoming indie games. I haven't really got a list here for that. Sorry. Verizon actually shared a keynote presentation on its vision for a 5G-powered future of gaming. Did you also see what Razer actually showed off? The mask?
No.
Dude, it was really cool. So Razer actually showed off their version of an actual mask you can wear. It's a P2 grade mask. This is a medical mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I saw. I didn't see it this time around, but I remember they released an announcement video or an announcement picture.
It looks really cool. It looks
like a couple of months ago.
It looks fucking streamlined, man. It kind of looks like Genjin's mask from Overwatch.
Of course, it's got RGB built into it too.
Why not? That'd be really cool. Speaking of that, Razer revealed its new wave of tech from gaming laptops to peripherals before posting a handy 4-minute recap. And then finally, the new the Intel Vision Amiga got a decent length trailer. It's a home gaming system aimed at families. All right, so next I'll leave this one for you. This is the PC gaming shows and Future Games show.
I haven't even looked at that.
We already talked about one here.
Yeah, we've talked about it a couple of times. Overcooked celebrates its 5th anniversary with free downloadable content coming 9th of August this year. We also got story details and more revealed in new Dying Light 2 trailer. Vale's. We also got Vale's Gabe Newell announced a Steam Next Fest event, bringing free demos and games to Steam from 16th of June to the 22nd of June, so throughout E3.
Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3 confirmed. I'm kidding. I wish.
A new Hello Neighbor 2 trailer was revealed.
Oh, shit.
Sonic Colors Ultimate Gameplay video shows off Tropical Resort Act 2. And Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song trailer reveals a blood-sucking RPG.
You know, actually, Vampire the Masquerade 2 actually has been put on hiatus indefinitely because of what's going on with production staff and the companies in this publisher. It's pretty extensive story. Definitely recommend you check that one out. Next one, we'll move over to Warner Brothers, our favorite company. Sorry. First and foremost, they didn't really do much. It was only about a 20-minute slot to tell us all about upcoming multiplayer horror game Back 4 Blood from the makers of Left 4 Dead. So the stream mainly focused on showcasing PvP gameplay from Back 4 Blood Swarm mode. Confirmed that an open beta will begin on the 5th of August 2021. For everyone that pre-orders the game, the full release date is 12th of October 2021 with a day one launch on Xbox Game Pass confirmed. So that's going to be pretty big news for Xbox Game Pass.
I'm surprised that was really it.
Yeah, they only had a 20-minute slot, so they couldn't even show off Gotham Knights, which they haven't really shown off.
It got announced with a trailer 2 years ago, and we haven't seen anything since.
I know. They're probably working on it, but again, they only had about 20-minute slot, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Next one for you. Oh, this is one good for you.
This one is for, I think, both of us.
Really. Oh, yeah.
Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. We are good? Cool.
All good. Sorry.
All right, so guys, we're back, and let's get into it, huh? Xbox Bethesda.
Oh boy.
So I was pretty much saying at the beginning, I pretty much watched the stream with my next door neighbor, and we both looked at each other because we both just, we both have PS5 now, and we both looked at each other and we're like, oh man, we're getting an Xbox now.
And we got Starfield. Finally, we got Starfield's release date. It comes out next year in November with the first in-game footage revealed, and it's an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, but also I think it's good because, like that said, Xbox and Bethesda teaming up, I think it's a wise decision for them to team up. I think
it's a wise decision, but at the same time, I'm nervous about games we've had before going to only be exclusives. This is my only bit that I'm nervous about.
I think it might be a timed exclusive.
I think they've come out saying that it will just anything coming out will be just exclusive to Xbox now.
I don't think they will keep it exclusive. I don't think they'll keep it exclusive forever. I honestly think they will let it come over to PlayStation and that. It will be on PC. Like there is no.
I feel like their main games, right? Bethesda's ones that they've been releasing on all consoles for years should stay that way.
I think it should, but at the same time, though,
like Fallout. If they release a new Fallout and they go, well, it's going to be an exclusive for Xbox, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know because it's been out before, but
and Indiana Jones too. Like, if they make that an exclusive as well, I think that's a crock of shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed by that. But next one we got, which you were really excited for.
Yeah, man, I'm actually really excited for Halo. I really am.
They showed up the trailer for a bit of the story, and it looks interesting.
It looks so much better than the first announcement video.
Oh god, that first announcement was shocking. It wasn't even finished.
Oh, there's a reason PlayStation won that event.
Yeah, because they were not finished Halo. Halo was the one that could have won last year, but unfortunately it didn't because it was just the game was not finished, and a lot of people noticed it, and Xbox noticed it, so they sent it back to development.
Yeah, pretty much. But look, here's the thing. Recently, and so here's all of Xbox exclusives. Here's PlayStation's, and there's like 4 for PlayStation. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
However, what they don't seem to realize is Xbox still haven't got any physical games out for their console yet.
No, they haven't yet.
No,
they haven't. And
PlayStation have got 4 that are already released.
Yeah.
So you can complain about Xbox having all these exclusives and PlayStation only having 4, but we've already got 4 since November that we can buy.
Yeah.
Currently, Xbox have got Xbox Game Pass. Now, I will think Xbox Game Pass is fantastic because you can play older games, and I think that's awesome. But if you're talking about exclusive stuff here, I'm sorry, I still feel like PlayStation's won already.
PlayStation already has far more exclusives than what Xbox does. But I think Xbox is catching up now, especially with this E3 that's just passed.
I agree.
They have catched up now. Light years, they're actually catching up to PlayStation. And also, the thing is, PlayStation wasn't even at this E3. They had some of their symbols shown up because partnerships and that, but they didn't do a showcase at all.
I think that was probably the most stupid decision I think they've made.
I honestly think it does because now they've realized that Xbox is literally going to be dominating for this year. They will. They're going to dominate for the rest of the year.
However, I do think what PlayStation are doing, they've taken a page from Nintendo's book, really. They're doing their own little directs now, which I think is really cool. Like once a month or once every 2 months,
you get the state of play.
We get a state of play, so it's their own version of a direct, and I think it's awesome that they do that. But I do think they missed out on a big opportunity with E3.
They might not have had anything. Like think about it, they might not have had anything.
I don't believe that. I have to say, I don't believe that. You've just released a new console.
Yeah.
You'd have to have. I mean, they might not. If you don't have anything to show, do what Warner Brothers did. Have a 20-minute thing, but here are the games that are currently in development.
Mm-hmm,
just to give us something. Not like these last 2 state of plays have only been about 2 games, like 1 game each one, showing off stuff to do with those games.
Yeah. I think next one for me is my funniest one. We've got the hilarious first trailer for the Outer Worlds 2. I fucking laughed my ass off when I played that trailer. Because I want to know what the hell is going on. It's like, what is this? Yeah. What? All right, then this is going to be satire. It's going to be something. And then the Outer Worlds 2 popped up. I'm like, oh shit, we're getting a sequel. Yeah. Outer Worlds 2 is literally possibly Fallout New Vegas remade from the ground up from guys from the original creators of Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. And I love Fallout New Vegas. And I remember when Outer Worlds came out, it's around the same time that Fallout 76 came out. Yeah. And everyone was playing Outer Worlds over Fallout 76. Now, Fallout 76 has come a long way from its terrible launch to actually a decent game now. A lot of people really were happy with it. And I actually am too. This next announcement, though, I think you had a good giggle with this one.
Which one was this one?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, yeah.
So Sea of Thieves is teaming up with Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't think of anything more perfect. And it's called Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life.
Now, in saying that, we're getting Pirates of the Caribbean, and we get Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's Johnny Depp voicing him, though.
Neither do I.
I honestly think it will be. Like, it needs to be. I think Johnny would do it. Like, people knows how much Johnny knows how much people love Jack Sparrow. And I honestly think this would be a great thing for him to actually voice him in the game, and actually, this would be another good comeback for him. Because he really is making a comeback with with some of the films he's working on. I really hope and pray that we do get another Pirates of the Caribbean.
Aren't there rumors he's been fired from it or something like that?
There were rumors that he was fired from it. There are also rumors that he was hired back. I am not 100% sure, but that's it. We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, for me, I'm if I do end up buying an Xbox, I mean, it's not any time in the near future. I don't think.
Yeah, same.
But I'm gonna be playing that game with. I'm not sure. I showed you this band on the way to Supernova.
Yes, I do remember the pirate band.
I'm going to play Ailstorm while playing that game.
Ailstorm is so goddamn good. But the next one is actually one of my favorite type of RPG horror games, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
Did you expect this to be announced after Chernobylite?
No, I did not. When this popped up, I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking Stalker. For those of you who have not played Stalker, this is the go-to, possibly one of the hardest RPGs you could play. Also, one of the most terrifying because it can be pulse pounding. It really can make your heart rate just go jumped up a few hundred beats a minute. It is such a great game. We're finally getting a sequel for it. It is tough as nails. If you played Escape from Tarkov, or even Metro, for example. This is like that. This Metro and Escape from Tarkov all have Stalker to praise because that's where the foundation was built. So now that it's actually getting excuse me. Now that we're actually getting a sequel, freaking coffee, man. Now that we're actually getting a sequel, I think it's going to be the best thing, honestly, by far.
It's going to be interesting to see which one's the better Chernobyl game coming out this year.
I don't think Stalker will because Stalker has such a great reputation.
But in saying that, though, Stalker's coming out next year.
So April 28th.
Chernobylite comes out next month.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. Look, I honestly don't see there being like a competition between both because people can enjoy both. That's how I see it. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Exactly. But between the battle of the games and all that, who would win? I reckon you're right. Stalker 2. Now we were just talking about it.
Yeah. Fallout 76 finally showed up their roadmap, summing up seasons 4, 5, 6, and 7.
I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that either, but I'm actually glad that they are. Look, I remember when Fallout 76 came out, I slammed it hard because
everyone slammed it hard. I was just having a look now.
Shocking. It was.
You can buy Fallout 76 now at EB Games for $9.
Yeah. Remember when it went on sale? Remember when it was released? It went on sale 3 to 4 days later for like $30 to $40.
No, dude, it went down to 14.
Jeez, that's even worse. It was shocking. How the hell Bethesda could do this? And it just got even worse. They did so many dumb decisions back when this game released that you could not believe that they were doing this. I remember when I used to get so excited for Bethesda releases, and then they just screwed the pooch.
Pretty much. Game. Fallout 76 is Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
It's Bethesda Cyberpunk, let's be honest.
Oh,
it's what it is.
Don't remind me. Horrible nightmares. Oh, God, Cyberpunk. I'm let down by that, sorry. So we've got Doom Eternal and 9 more Bethesda games coming to Xbox Game Pass as well. So that's really cool. So Xbox Game Pass are getting a lot.
Redfall, A Plague Tale Requiem.
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2.
Yep.
And one thing that's missing on the one that you sent me that we need to talk about.
Yep.
Because it's stunning. It looks absolutely beautiful. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yes. I watched it on the Xbox presentation. It looks beautiful. And I'm not a big guy that likes simulator games, but I honestly would get this just to play it because it looks cool. It looks beautiful.
I watched it on my 4K TV and
that must be even better.
Because it was shot in 4K and was playing on 4K, it just looks so beautiful.
It looked so good, that's let's move on. We've got Forza Horizon 5 confirmed release date of November 12th, 2021. What do you think of that reveal for Forza Horizon 5?
It looks really cool, I do have to admit, but I'm still surprised it was announced as the best presentation.
Most anticipated game.
Yeah.
Most anticipated game. Honestly, I think it is because there are so many rev heads that get Xbox to play this game. And like my brother-in-law is one of them. He loves Forza Horizon, and he saw it. He's like, "I want to get it." I'm like, "It's coming to Xbox Game Pass, man." He's just like, "Yep, I'm getting it." It looks great. And honestly, I understand why it's anticipated because the amount of customization you can get in a Forza game, it's unbelievable. It puts Gran Turismo and Need for Speed to shame because of how good the customization is in this game. I recommend it if you're a car fan. I recommend you get this game because this is a game that you can actually build your car from your dreams. You want to build a rally car, you want to build a drift car, you want to build a muscle car, you can do that in this game.
Yeah.
And it's open world too. That makes it even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And finally, Battlefield 2042. Now, I honestly... Oh, no. There's one more thing after this one. Gameplay footage revealed. I honestly thought I was going to be a little annoyed by Battlefield 2042. I'm not. It looks
good.
Really good. The amount of destruction you can do in this game. There's freaking tornadoes and dust storms.
Yeah, man.
It's a fucking tornado. You literally saw a guy doing a wingsuit right around the goddamn tornado. I'm like, what is happening? That actually makes multiplayer far more interesting and makes it far more pulse pounding. It gets your blood pumping. You're like, holy shit, this is actually happening.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Even Angry Joe, who I watched, he watched it. He was blown away. He was like, this looks really cool. And it wasn't some fucking cinematic thing. No. It was all in game.
Yeah.
They showed off gameplay footage and it looks cool.
I will say, though, they say it's in game, but remember, we had that also with Cyberpunk with that trailer too. It said it was in game footage.
I honestly can trust Xbox in this because Xbox doesn't like to. Honestly, when it comes to Battlefield,
they've got a higher stake than them because they're they're one of the biggest in the gaming world. So
they are. They've got a much more higher stake in this. I honestly think they wouldn't lie about Battlefield 2042, and if they did, they'll be hell to pay. But next one is a game that actually is really interesting. It's called Redfall. It's from Arcane. It's from Arcane Austin's next game.
This is revealed in the trailer. We spoke.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. Yes, but this was actually no gameplay was shown. It was a full-on cinematic, but it's a multiplayer the horror game that you literally are fighting. You're literally defending a town from vampires, monsters, and a cult.
So here, I've got it up here. So. Redfall is the new co-op open-world first-person shooter from Arcane Austin, the award-winning team behind Prey and Dishonored. Play it solo or in co-op with up to 4 players to face off against a legion of vampires that have overtaken the once quaint island town of Redfall. In signature Arcane style, you will choose your path across the island and through the vampire masses as you discover what caused this plague of bloodsuckers, then put an end to the threat. Pick up from a roster of heroes with unique skills and gear them up with customizable weaponry found throughout the island. Do whatever it takes to build the perfect team of vampire slayers. Redfall is coming exclusively to Xbox X and S and PC in summer 2022, and will be available with Game Pass on day one.
Yep, that's it. I think that's it, man.
Yeah,
I think we've covered all of E3. We covered our first 2 days on our regular show, and then, we just covered everything, man. It felt like this E3, I think, and we said at the start of the stream, Xbox and Bethesda won this stream, but I think for hype and a reveal trailer that was most anticipated, Nintendo won that for me with Breath of the Wild 2. I really am so happy that we actually saw something. And I know you were really... What game got you happy to see? What one were you really happy to see?
It definitely, I feel like it was Breath of the Wild. Because it is being a big anticipated thing. But I think other than that...
Halo for you.
I think probably Halo, yeah. I haven't played a Halo game in years.
Did you play Halo Reach?
That's the last one I played.
Oh, man, you didn't play Guardians?
No.
Nah. Not a lot of people were really happy with Guardians.
Yeah.
But I honestly am excited for all these games coming up, and I cannot wait for I cannot wait for Breath of the Wild 2. Comes out next year. I'm excited. So make sure.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping it is next year because Nintendo have announced dates before, and then they
have literally said they're
going to push it back again.
Yeah, they're aiming for 2022, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that they don't push it back.
If anything, I reckon it'll be out Christmas next year.
Absolutely. All right. Well then.
All right.
One hell of a show. Guys.
Make sure
you guys tune into us on Sunday for our regular show.
Yeah,
we're going to be talking a lot. We've got some really cool things. We'll throw some little hints at you. So, Techie, if you want to just bring my face to me and put me front and center, I'll give you a couple little tidbits and some sneak peeks of what we're going to be talking about on Sunday.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've got a couple as well. So once we're done with that,
we'll tag team. I'll tag you in. So, would you like to go first, Techie?
Sure, I'll go first. I have managed to watch the first 3 episodes of the new iCarly reboot.
We're not going to say how.
So we're not going to say how. But I'll have a little review about that on Sunday. Mm-hmm. What have you got?
One thing I really want to talk about, and I'm excited for it. The Joel Schumacher cut of Batman Forever is real. It exists. The writer for Batman Forever has seen it, and he said it was really good. He said it was dark, and it was psychological, and it was different to the theatrical cut that we have seen all those years ago. So the Joel Schumacher cut of Batman Forever is real, and there is a huge campaign for it to get it released. We will talk more about that on Sunday, but just believe us when we say this. It's real. The Schumacher cut of Batman Forever, it is real, and from what I have seen of the little tidbits they showed of it, or what they could show, it looks really good. So yeah,
we've got Netflix. Netflix's Assassin's Creed TV series has landed its writer from Die Hard. Mm-hmm. So we'll be talking about that. That's pretty much it, really. Oh, and Zack Snyder dropped concept art for the original ending for Justice League with Green Lantern.
And there is one thing else we want to talk about, but we'll save that for
we'll save that for the show.
Save that for Sunday. All right then. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for our E3 special. This was a really cool thing to talk about. As you know, I'm a huge gaming fan. So is Techie. We both are, but feels good that E3 has come and gone, and we can move on.
Rest.
We can rest. I can actually sleep. All right, guys. Well.
All right, guys. We will be back. We might be back tomorrow night.
I've watched Loki. I have watched Loki.
I haven't watched it yet.
Watch it tonight.
I might do.
Good. Be a good film to watch for dinner.
In the meantime, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at the Techie and Talon Show. Also, follow us on our Facebook if you are watching on any of the other platforms at the Techie and Talon Show. Also, on our Spotify, I plan on having things up by Sunday night. Plan on it. Can't guarantee it, but I plan on it.
I'm holding you to that.
Go follow our Twitter at Talon_show. Plus, follow us on Twitch at the Techie and Talon. Sorry, at the Techie Talon Show. All right, guys. In the meantime, my name is Techie,
and my name is Talon,
and we will see you Sunday. Until then, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.